Hey guys, Scout with Bryan here. If you are relatively new to my page or just a recent follower, keep on scrolling. No need to watch this just yet. But if you've been with me for a long time, be it on Twitter, YouTube, my podcast, Hot Mic, wherever you found me, if you could give this just a few minutes of your time, I would really appreciate it for one personal thing that's important to me, and that thing is Patreon. What is Patreon? A question I get asked very frequently. As you can see here, a very reputable website used around the whole world that literally takes 2 minutes or less. You just pick a membership, you sign up, you pay, and you get benefits for being a member. As you can see, you can cancel anytime, you can change your pledge, but Patreon, quite frankly, is how content creators get paid. It's a big part of the future for writers, YouTubers, so on. The fact is, I get paid almost nothing from YouTube. Pennies at times. Despite pouring months and months into creating the deep dives I make on there. Patreon, again, is the way to support my content, what I'm putting all my time into, if you've enjoyed it for a long time. For a low monthly amount of your choosing, as you can see here, you get 50 bonus videos, private chats, much, much more. $5 or more, you get my bet of the day, currently hitting it over 70%. $10, you get a private monthly phone call with me. As you can see, you can pay monthly, you can pay annually and save a little bit, you can do a custom amount, you can do $1, you can do $20. Whatever you want to do, anything you can do is greatly appreciated. And all you have to do is go to patreon.com/scoutwithbryan or just click the link in my bio to sign up today. There's no extra fees, there's no surprises, just whatever you want to give, and that's all. Thank you for watching. And now for the more detailed version on YouTube. The truth, like I said, is that people think ads pay the bills for YouTubers or podcasters, and unless you're getting millions and millions of views, that's just not true. As you can see here, monthly, I haven't even broken $100 in a single month from YouTube. The highest earning video made just over $30. And again, most of these videos take me 3-4 days to even put together. You can see something like this, an Indiana Pacers deep dive, 14-minute video where I spent 3 or 4 days watching 4 Pacers games in strenuous detail, breaking down every aspect, giving you my full take on the team. Earned $6. Got 2,500 views, not bad. Some good Pacers junkies. You guys watched it for 230 hours, but again, I got $6 from YouTube for that work. So like I said, unless you're getting millions of views, ads just don't pay the bills. Plain and simple. I don't do the hot takes and clickbait. I've tried to analyze the whole game without bias, jump around the whole league, and in my opinion, you won't find that stuff really on other YouTube channels. You won't find breakdowns on Chris Dunn or David Fizdale's coaching or Patrick Beverley, Davis Bertans, analytical breakdowns, anything, all over. X's and O's, Jamal Crawford, Joakim Noah, TJ McConnell. I did a freaking video on TJ McConnell. Right? I have jumped around the whole league, not caring about clicks, views, knowing some of these videos would be lucky to reach 1,000 people. But I knew they were things that basketball junkies would appreciate and people could learn from. My only goal all along has been to provide awesome basketball content and find a way to earn a living. That's it. The plan to do that is, yes, through Patreon. The math makes sense. If I could get a couple thousand people paying even a couple bucks a month, I'd make enough to continue to do this full time. That is a sustainable business model. Allows me to continue to focus on the game, watching it all day, studying it, tendencies, cranking out nonstop film, analytics, breakdowns on, again, Twitter, YouTube, Hot Mic, the podcast, Patreon. All those things take a lot of time to run and do and be devoted to. And again, this has been my full-time focus for almost 3 years now. The bottom line is, I'm almost 30. I do need to find a way to turn this into a sustainable model. And I totally get it. You don't normally pay for content. Most people on Twitter aren't asking you for money. I get that and I understand. And if I was in your perspective, I was in your shoes and somebody was asking me a few years ago, I probably would have scoffed at it too. Hopefully you do pay for a few things, like I do, that you like, Netflix or The Athletic. But let's think about that for a second. Now that I understand from a media content creator side, if you don't pay writers or content creators, YouTubers, podcasters, who does? Right now, that business model is all about ads, which come from clicks, views, hot takes. It's the age of the troll. That's what we live in right now. It's non-stop hot takes, yelling stuff they don't even believe, controversy, never-ending cycle of clickbait. I've witnessed this firsthand. I've even went to see a taping of PTI. Going into a commercial once, Tony and Wilbon agreed with each other on a topic. So what happened? One of them agreed to take the position they both agreed with, and the other pretended to believe the other side. Why is obvious? Because agreement is boring. Rational thought is boring. Not screaming ridiculous nonsense, boring. But I don't believe that. You'll never hear me say something I don't truly believe. I have been 100% authentic every take I've had. I've never said something solely for clicks. I've never said something I don't believe. I never have, and I never will. So again, I've kept it real for almost 3 years. On Twitter, podcasts, YouTubes, Periscopes, articles, jumping around the whole league, mixing in some draft scouting. And the simple truth is, it's not enough to pay the bills. Not enough to keep going as I reach near 30 without your support. And again, that is why I humbly ask for your help and need your support. Patreon, again, so simple. Whatever amount you want to give. You can even do $10 for the year. You could do $1 a month. You could do more. You could do less. Whatever you can do. And you get a lot for it, too. Like I said, 50 bonus videos, deep dives on NBA terminology, J.J. Redick film studies, prospects, vets, coaches, plays, so on and so forth. All around the league as you scroll through Patreon here. Chats, bonus videos, bet of the day, like I said, $5 and up, those are hitting at 70%. That'll make you money. You literally will be getting money back for joining Patreon. There is a ton of bonus content on there, and I absolutely try and make it worth your while. But again, $100 a month, $50 a month, $60 a month from YouTube, it's just not sustainable. It's not a way to make a living. I don't need millions of dollars. I'm not asking you guys to make me Bayless or Cowherd or any of those things. All I want is just the ability to keep the lights on, the ability to provide for a family. I can't tell you how many times I've heard broke boy begging for $1 in DMs and blah, blah, blah. It's my livelihood. That's what I'm fighting for. This is what I believe in. I believe there is a better business model than clicks for ads. I believe nuance and rational thought and calm takes still have a place. Look, if you're a coach, if you're a player, if you're a student, any of those things, I get it. You're grinding full-time in the game. You're heavily underpaid. You deserve more. You don't have very much to give. The pandemic's been brutal for everybody. I absolutely understand, and I get it, and I empathize. And that's why, again, even if it's $1 a month, even if it's $12 a year, whatever you can give, I'm really appreciative for. And even for that $1 a month, I'll still give you access to all the bonus videos, all the bonus content. It hasn't been about begging. It hasn't been about being broke or any of those things. It's been about a belief in this, a belief in Scout with Bryan, that there's a marketplace for good, nuanced basketball analysis, and that it can be supported with, again, not ads, not getting millions and millions of views, but with maybe 1,000 people supporting for a few bucks a month. I'm not in basketball anymore. I'm not looking to get back in. I'm not going to get back in. I gave up that because I didn't like the lifestyle. I didn't want to travel around the world nonstop all year long, working ungodly hours and having to move around the country every couple of years whenever a head coach gets fired. That wasn't fair to ask of my family. So yes, I'm all in on Patreon. This is how I make a living. And again, if you can support for even $1 a month, or if you really love the content and have the ability to do more, I really appreciate you doing more. Again, you can find all my stuff at ScoutWithBryan. Being a content creator on YouTube, on Twitter, on podcasting, on Patreon, on Instagram, all those places, Hot Mic, they all take time. And if you believe that time and that investment and being full-time on doing this stuff should be rewarded, and if you believe that it's good content that you'd like to support, please take 1 minute today to sign up for Patreon. Patreon.com/ScoutWithBryan. Link right there in my bio. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate your continued support. And I understand YouTube community, you're used to, right? The currency is subscribers and likes, and you earned a sub from me, and I appreciate that. I do. I sincerely appreciate all my subscribers. And it's not your fault, but again, YouTube's model is to pay content creators pennies for their work. Pennies. So unless I have millions and millions of subscribers, which nuanced rational thought doesn't get, that's not a sustainable way to stay afloat. Patreon takes 1 minute to sign up for, and you guys, I believe, will get a lot from it as well. Thanks a lot again for watching. Talk soon.